now that you are got your pro status?
I think putting on a little bit more size, physique is probably my like right up my alley. Female bodybuilding is those women are just they're massive. So I'm not interested in getting that big again. Even when I competed years ago, I did well, but I fell short of all the women who were massive. So I've always had a little bit of a leaner side to me. Um, so I think physique will be where we stick to.
Yeah, yeah, I know that's where I think a lot of people how they grow and develop as an athlete. It's the best division for them sometimes. Some I've seen women now who started out in like what example was like Ashley Jones. She was figure. Now she's done physique and now she's all the way up women's bodybuilding. People
Okay.
like Andrea Shaw, who was at one point started out in figure, and then now she's one of the top competitors in women's bodybuilding. You look at like Sarah Vilgas.
Mhm.
These women have really set the standard for the divisions. I mean, right now this weekend there's a show going on in Florida, and a couple ladies who I follow. One is Mimi. She was doing physique, but she switched to figure, and now she might be going to Olympia in figure for the third time. She's been twice in
Nice.
physique. Yeah, and there's a lady by Manon. She's a French Canadian competitor who's been competing as a figure competitor, but she's planning on switching over to physique after
Easy.
she does the Olympia. So, as a woman in this sport, how do you feel that you feel that there needs to be some more consideration of support for women in bodybuilding?
Um, I'm very big on you go out and you get what you want and what you need, and whether you get the support or not, like you do it yourself, So, um, it, more support would always be nice, if they gave more support. But if it's something that you really want, then figure out a way to go out and get it and attain it and make it yours. So,
Yeah, because it's tough. Because you know what, this is how I say like this: the men's division is always going to get the most attention because
of
this,
course,
excuse my
of
language.
course,
This is what they are. They're the bottom bitch. They're the ones that bring
yeah,
the money in for sponsorships and other stuff like that and endorsements. But you ladies, you make up the majority of the sport. I think
yes.
a lady told me it's like nearly 6% of bodybuilding is women. But you look at the shows where prize money is not even cracking over double digits. Maybe
I
I said what
mean,
Cher did. Yeah, when you get $15,000. This is why I think this should be. I'm
I
not
think
saying.
that's great.
Yeah,
I think that's great that she does that, and
yeah,
other women are doing that. Yeah, that's great.
yeah. Like what Whitney Jones and Andrea's doing, and also Cindy Gillen, creating the Triple O Dynasty just because they won the place for the women's divisions. I think right now it's just physique, women's bodybuilding, and figure. There's another show coming up, I think, in a couple of weeks, and that's going to be fitness and women's bodybuilding. They have other men's divisions, but as a fan, I really gotta respect what y'all ladies do. My crime, I'm gonna make my crime. I'm a muscle per smoke. I think y'all ladies excite me. And there's people just gonna have that idea that as a woman with muscle, it's kind of it's not very, very, you know, their mindset natural. Did you ever have to deal with people shaming you and bullying you because this is the sport you chose to compete in?
Not to my face. I'm sure people talk, and I'm sure there's comments that are made, but I've not had a negative response to my bodybuilding. I was when I went to nationals in 2007. And the judges told me I think I got ninth place in women's bodybuilding, which I was super happy with, top 10 at my first national show. But they told me, you know, never lose your femininity. So it's not it's not worth a plastic trophy to lose your femininity. And I kind of took that to heart. So I've never taken it past the point, and I feel like I still look feminine. But I've never pushed it too far to where I feel like I'm losing that. So and I don't plan on doing that. So
Yeah, because that's the one thing I think with bodybuilding, people are always going to point the finger about it. The use of performance enhancers, steroids, how it could change aspects of femininity. But it's almost in every sport, steroids and performance enhancers. It's just so easy to pick on bodybuilding
Of
compared to
course.
the others.
Of course. Because it's
Yeah.
not natural for us to like look like this when we cut our water and cut our car. You know, it's not natural for anybody to look like this. So it's easy and not everybody can do it. So that's the quick go-to, you know. Well, it has to be this or it has to be that. Or but people don't realize that they're natural shows that people aren't allowed to do this stuff in. So when they have that same look, those people are doing it naturally. Um, but it's like you said, it's with every sport, you know. And people want to see top, like nobody's coming to the Olympia to see somebody that looks like, you know, a 5-year old kid. They want to see the Ronnie Colemans and the Jay Cutlers back in the day and the Arnolds, you know, like so there's only one way that they're gonna get like that. So they gotta be okay with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and thing is that people don't say that you just don't pop a pill and just boom. You have to be
uh,
consistent, follow a diet, you stay on a steady regimen, and
it's still a lot of work. Like it's not like you pop the magic pills and you wake up the next morning and everything is here. There's still the working out and the diet and everything else that comes with it. So it's not the magic pill. Like they work just as hard or harder to achieve what they're hoping for, even on stuff. So
mhm. Yeah. So what when you're working out and training, what's that workout that I'd love to do it every day, and that workout I say, shit, I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do
um I have a love-hate relationship with the stair climber. But I love back. So back is one of my favorite things to work. I if I could do back every day, I would. Um, but yeah, right now it's the love-hate relationship with the stair climber.
So just leg day. Might as well say that.
No,
Just that's
I like leg day. I love leg day.
oh.
I used to love it a lot more as I've gotten older. It's a love-hate relationship with legs as well. But just the cardio aspect of the stairmaster for an hour, it's you're just walking but not going anywhere. So
What
I like
what
to go
body
places.
what bodybuilder likes cardio?
I mean,
It just it's just I know it's a way to maintain, especially helps your heart. It helps you, with your energy and your stamina. But I'm on the stairmaster. I know I've seen guys do stairmasters like for about you know half an hour to about an hour. I got bad knees like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I can maybe push 20, 30 minutes before. I ain't tried no Stairmaster. I'll do the tread. I'll do the tread machine. I'll
mhm.
do the little. I do the bike. The sitting down bike. Not the one sitting in the pad. I'm the big dude, so
All
it's
right.
But yeah, you have to really be consistent. You have to love and nutrition is more important about it. So does your coach work your nutrition or someone else is your work with nutrition?
He did my nutrition as well.
Yeah, and that's the people that I would say that everything that involves with being a bodybuilder is your nutrition, your diet, your timing, your rest, your recovery. It's just like I said, it's not simple because like a friend of mine, he's an IB pro. He told me that George, if the guys take the shit I take when my prep and when I'm getting ready for competition, but they don't follow the same regimen as I do, they won't look as good as me. They're gonna look like a sack of shit.
Yeah, everybody's different. You got to learn your body and learn what works for you and what doesn't. It's always learning something new about your body. And as you age, now you got to relearn your body because what worked for you when you were 20 isn't necessarily going to work for you when you're 45. So it's a ever long life lesson.
Yeah, that's the thing that you get to learn to adapt and you grow,
Yeah.
and it's good that there's people like your coaches and your family and Dave who stands by you. It's just like I said again, people just don't understand this sport. It's a extreme sport. It's a sport that's mentally, physically, financially, emotionally draining. But like I said again, you have to love to do what you do. It's not for everybody. Like say the Greek Ronnie Coleman said like this: everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, but don't want to lift that heavy ass weight.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, folks, uh, I will say this: I will, if I could do this, if I could sponsor somebody, I would love to sponsor somebody like her. But I don't have the means or the ways. But if you are someone out there who's interested in sponsoring an athlete, she's just a great person, former Marine. She works security. She's also, as my other guy would say, she is. She is beautiful.
Nice.
and, and that would help out, especially for these competitors. But guys, this is what we don't want to say. Hey Jamie, I think you're a cute little girl. Like you got those guns out there, and no, 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 no. Stop it, guys. Come on, be respectful. Just say to her, says, Miss Buffalari, I have a company, and we like to sponsor you. If you're interested in working with us, we will work with you. We have a product that might be something you might be interested in. We also want to see you grow as an athlete. Just let us know, and we have a contract, and we'll set everything up. We take care of your expenses and all this, and anything you need from us, just let us know. I think that could help, especially you type of lady, you want to go get it, but also it's good to have some people
Well,
that
yeah, I'm not gonna like turn anything down. Like if somebody wants to help, then that's great.
yeah,
But we're gonna get it in 2015,
yeah.
25, 2015, 2025. We're just yeah. I'm like
you,
2015.
you still in the prep brain, huh? You
I
still in the
know.
prep brain, low carbs.
Low carbs.
You feel
I told you I don't like interviews.
I know, but this is why this is what thing I learned from my other guy. What doesn't make you stranger makes you stronger. And it's good to get out of your own comfort zone. Sometimes
Of
your
course.
worst enemy could be yourself. You got to get out of your own way. We got here. This is from I can't say. I'm gonna say Vince. Dave Phillips. He says so freaking proud of her and for working hard and keeping that feminine side. You know,
Thank
feminine
you.
side by looking at that's a friend of yours.
That is a friend of mine. That's Anza. They were actually going to go to the show, but they couldn't make it. So but they're a huge support system for me.
That's good. And after the show, I have to ask this, especially being a fat man myself. And food is, it's just both a tool and a weapon, but sometimes it's a passion. What was that thing, Jamie? Tell me that thing that you wanted the most after the show. That thing that you desired when
So
you got off that stage.
I saw a cookie company. It was PDX Cookies out of Portland, and they're like the really stuffed, loaded up cookies. So I actually ordered some of those to have them shipped to Pittsburgh, and they had a lemon Oreo blueberry Pop Tart one that I was waiting to eat. But we went to Big Ham Tavern in Pittsburgh, which it was like a barbecue, but they had a huge variety of like pizzas and nachos and burgers, and so everybody kind of could have something different. But I had a really huge, big, fat burger that was delicious. I
Yeah.
wanted the salty.
It's just like I think everybody has a different taste. I know ladies who have a sweet tooth. I know ladies say they want something salty. I've funny thing. I have somebody say they love sushi.
Ooh,
I'm a poor good mom in my life, but I never had ate raw fish.
ooh.
But
Yeah, I'm not a sushi fan.
yeah, I think the stereotype was always gonna be burgers or pizza or something like with some sugar in it because the
But
body.
I think like you want it, and then when you want it because you can't have it, and then when you can have it, you're like, okay, I'm over it. Like time to start eating clean again. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Is eating clean. I remember when I was one point I was almost 500 pounds, and I decided to eat a little healthy, and I went was